to talk about PowerShell and its ability to manipulate numbers. It's got a great engine for working with that. The syntax is a little different than some of the things we've shown in previous videos, but bear with the syntax that it's calling, the way it's calling its classes, and it's not that difficult. We'll just show some examples here and I'll actually run them through. The basic concept, you can use a math function. The math function is put math inside a bracket, 2 colons, and then call out those functions out of these. Recognize that PowerShell runs on the .NET library, and these are just basic calls to the library. They're not the most, they don't follow a lot of the normal PowerShell syntax, but it's really because it's calling a library. It's calling the library of math, and then it wants to use pi, e, square root, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So let's actually put that in practice. I want to show, again, all of my videos that are along this line of PowerShell, I'm actually showing using inside Linux. Some people, it's still an odd concept that PowerShell is not just a tool for system administrators on Windows. PowerShell has been fully adopted into the open source community, and thereby it has found its way into installation packages on Mac and Linux. And I'm just going to show it running here. I'm going to do some of these numbers here. So let's go do some examples. If I go math and I write pi, I have that. I can go $A equals math pi $A times 2, and we can do math with it. I can do math e, we get the value of e. I'm going to do math square root of 81, that's 9. Works really well. I'm going to go copy and paste this because it's a long number. This is basically rounding. I guess I could just do it. $A equals big long number. And now I'm going to go math round. I'm going to put A back in. And how many numbers do I want to round to? I'm going to round to the fifth number. Press A, boom. I've got it rounded to the 5th value. So that's it. There's lots of different math functions. That's just a touch on them. We showed here. Next thing we do, we can do some formatting of numbers. So I'm going to take this number here. We want to have it nice and easy to display. So I'm going to paste this. And what we want to put some commas in there, and we also want to round it. And we forgot the $sign on the number in our copy paste. And so if we now take our little formatting, we're going to go here. We say, hey, I want to round to the 4th value. And this gives me the fact that it's going to be, here's format, and I'm going to put the number. So if we copy and paste this, 0 saying these are numbers, and 4 being how many decimal places. So it's a number and round to the 4th value. We now set 4 decimal, and we have nice little comma separation there. Nice little formatting. We can also turn stuff to hex. So I'm going to take this value here, and then I want it to be converted to hex, and we'll show that. If I do that, then we go put it in hex, which is 0x. And again, the -F saying format the number. And so again, this is a number, put it in hex. And now I have written this value in hexadecimal. Another really cool thing, you need to do some math. You want to get the number of bytes, terabytes, gigabytes, megabytes, kilobytes. You can just use a divide by, and these values are understood. So let's go put this in show that in practice. I'm going to copy this. If I do this, and I'm going to go divided by 1 kilobyte. That's it in kilobytes. Let's go in gigabytes. And if I want to go terabytes, real simple math conversions there. Those are makes conversion of the different systems really, really easy. Again, PowerShell is loaded with different mathematical equations and things you can do. It's great at manipulating numbers. If this was helpful, please give me a thumbs up. I would love it if you subscribe to the channel, and I hope this helps you put another tool in your tool belt and helps you with your making PowerShell a more valuable tool at your home and at your work.